Hello friends, Hattie here with Honeybee Stampers. I am going live for happy hour. It is Sunday, February 25th, and I hope that you're able to join me live here on Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I always share my replay over there. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I've got lots of fun things to share with you guys today. We are going to be creating this adorable little card that you see here in front of you. I designed this card for an event that I did last weekend, and so I wanted to recreate it. I actually designed 3 cards featuring the Trusty Tools bundle and the coordinating celebration paper, and I thought that this one was my favorite, so I thought I'd share it here over on Happy Hour with all of you. Okay, here's my host code for this month. It's still open. It's 92P3RA3V. And some news that we just received coming down the pipeline from Stampin' Up! Is that we're going to be doing away with host codes pretty soon. So I will share this now, and eventually I'll be rolling out some new updates on a new rewards program with Stampin' Up! So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to try all the things. Okay. So I'm waiting for some of you to be able to catch this live. Sometimes you'll get notified. If you are following me on Facebook, then you usually get a notification that I've gone live. And if that's the case, then you can hop on over and watch in real time, or you can always watch the replay that remains here on my Facebook group. So let me know when you do come over if you're watching live. I'd love to know where you're watching from. And yeah, it's really fun. This video is going to probably go a little bit longer than usual because I got lots to share with you. It's right at the end of February, and we only have a few days left of Sale-A-Bration. And so I want to make sure that you know all of your options that are available to you before all of it is gone. Starting March 1st, we'll have new stuff that we can think about. So this is the Sale-A-Bration little mini catalog, and we're going to be featuring this designer series paper here. It is a $50 level paper, which means that you would get this entire 12 by 12 pack of paper when you spend $50 and you place an order for $50, then you could choose this for free. I'll actually go over a lot of your options that you have for free stuff, and then you can decide what's your favorite. But this one I'm definitely going to highlight today. Okay, so this paper, if you look at it here in the catalog, it'll say that it coordinates with the Trusty Tools bundle on page 56 of the mini catalog. So I'm working, excuse me, my nose is getting stuffed up. I'm working here out of the mini catalog, the January through April. And on page 56, you'll see this beautiful stamp set. It is perfect for Father's Day. It's perfect for anybody in your life who is handy. And like I said, the paper coordinates really well. If you don't end up getting the paper, the stamp set will still be available until the end of April, and so you could still create some really cool things. I even love the samples that they've used here. And today I'm going to be doing this card, but it's really going to be heavy on the paper. So let me show you a little snippet of what the paper looks like. This is the paper. So you've got a couple coordinating sheets here, and they're all fantastic, bright colors. At first I thought these were the same sheets, but they're not. And these are really, honestly, the showstoppers of the grouping. So I did grab a couple larger pieces. So here is a 12 by 12 of this, and then this is the other side. I also love this side of the paper, but this is so bright and fun, and it's really easy to fussy cut if you wanted to do that. If you have a Brothers Scan and Cut, this would work really well with that. And also we've got some dies. So these are the dies that coordinate with the stamp set. You could die cut out several of the items. So I did die cut the items that we're going to use today. Okay, so there's that paper, but then I did chop up a lot of this paper. So here's the other side of this paper. It looks very similar, but there's some different tools on this paper here. Okay, so these two are perfect because you can chop them up and create and create and create so many awesome cards without having to stamp anything if you didn't want to. All right, let's jump into this card and we'll get started, and then I'll finish by sharing lots of information. I am actually right here working on the Glass Mat Studio. I borrowed this from a friend because I actually missed the opportunity to purchase it as a demonstrator. It is something that is free to new people who join the Stampin' Up! Community. So if you buy the starter kit, you can choose this class mat for free, and I'll talk about that in a little while. Okay, so let me set that to the side. This is going to be a fun fold card, a very easy fun fold that I love putting together. And so let me grab out all of my pieces here. I've done a lot of the prep work ahead of time. Like I said, I did this, I made this card as part of a 3-card series for an event that I did last weekend, the SSAT show. And so this is my favorite of the 3. I'll show you the other 2 in a little bit. All right, let's grab our card base. I've already scored it. So the card base is just going to be a typical card base. So it's an 8.5 by 5.5 measurement there. And then you're going to score it in half at 4 1/4. I'll get a nice crease here. I was given a tip to share the measurements while on the video, and that would make so much sense. I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of prepare a little bit better for that so that I can share measurements with you. I always share measurements in my email. So if you're not an email subscriber, please do join, because you'll always get a replay and you'll get all the measurements there and all the product that I used. So that is basically how the base of the card is going to be. So you're folding it in half, and then you're folding it, that top layer, back again. All right, then we're going to take this designer series paper here. Here's what the other side looks like, some little hammers. Love that. And we're just gonna adhere this to the inside of our card. So this designer series paper measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So it's a very common mat measurement for that I use when I'm creating. Okay, and then this is some of the designer series paper here. I love this paper, and we're gonna just place this on the left panel. Okay, so it's gonna be folded back, and we're placing that on top, and it's got some screws on the other side. And let me grab my measurement. So this is 2 inches. And I'm using my Glass Mat Studio to do the measurements. I love that that's available to us. And then I've got, it looks like 5 1/4, essentially. So there we go. Right there. So I'm kind of putting this together. And then we've got this piece and this piece right here are going to measure the same. All right, so when you adhere this together, you want to make sure that they overlap so that you can't see one jutting out. You won't see this one jutting out from the bottom. So what I'll do is I'll start by stamping on this one. So on the inside of this, I wanted to just put some of these little nuts and bolts down here. So I'll grab them out of our Trusty Tools stamp set here. And I'll grab our thank you out of here as well. So not a whole lot of stamping on this one today. We're letting the paper do all the heavy lifting. Okay, a little block here. Hold on one sec. Okay, so the gray granite is the card base color, and so I'm going to use that for our little screws and nuts and bolts. And we're just going to stamp this way, and maybe one like that. This Glass Mat Studio is perfect. It's a perfect surface to stamp on. It's very smooth, and it gives a great, great impression. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to adhere this to the center of the card. Right about there looks good. Okay, now that I've put that down, I'm going to grab this piece here. And actually, before I add that on, let me put some of the layers of DSP. So here's the other side of that DSP, and I'm just going to layer that on there. It is kind of a gray granite wash is what it kind of looks like on one side, and which is the same color as the cardstock, but it does give a little bit of some dimension, in my opinion, instead of it just being gray granite. And then this is such a cool die. So this is part of the die set that comes with the Trusty Tools. I actually don't have it in here. I have it over by my die cutting machine. But anyways, it die cuts all of these little holes, so it looks like a pegboard. So I'm just going to place this. I'm going to put it this way. And the best way to put this on, if you don't use the adhesive sheets before you put it down, is just to grab some liquid adhesive and then add some in between here. Okay, add a little at the top. Okay, let's center this on our layer. There we go. I really love this pegboard. I love the way that that looks. Okay, let's bring the card back in so you can be following along with me. Okay, so from that paper that I showed you earlier, we've got all of these great pieces that can be die cut. And you can either fussy cut them, you can use your brother's scan and cut, like I mentioned. It just so happens that we have this wrench here. We've got the tape measure die cut, the pencil even. You see there's a hammer, the paintbrush, the wrench, all kinds of stuff. So I went ahead and I die cut these out so that they're ready to go, and we'll be using that on our card. I'll stamp the sentiment. The sentiment comes from the Trusty Tools. So we've got thank you, you're the most awesome, Dad, happy Father's Day. So it's pretty versatile. And we're going to grab our Poppy Parade ink because that is the ink color that coordinates with us. We'll grab our thank you. And this die cut that I'm using is actually from the Country Corners, the smallest die from there. Stamp that. There we go. I love how that turned out. Okay, let me close this up before I put my fingers in it. Now, one of the other Sale-A-Bration items that's available still, surprisingly, are these gems. So they're kind of hidden in the catalog. Sometimes you can miss them, but they're called the opaque faceted gems. And if I have my little catalog, I'll show you where they're at. Oh, there it is. I'll show you where it's at because they are definitely a must. So let's see here. If you go to page, or if you're ordering online, it'll just kind of populate, auto-populate for you. Okay, here they are. So you can see that's like right in the folds. So you can completely miss it. It's on page 9. It's the opaque faceted gems, and it's free with a $50 order. So the colors that are on here are Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. Now, the Pecan Pie can also coordinate really well with the, I'm forgetting the name of that color. It's the other, ooh, it's a brown. Anyways, I can't remember the name of the color right now, but it's a great match for both of those. So because we don't have Poppy Parade gems, I'm actually going to grab the Calypso Coral gems here. So you can see I've been using these a lot. We used them in class this past weekend. And I'm going to take a Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to color some of these gems. So when you're wanting to change the color of an embellishment, you're going to want to use our Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol-based marker. Our regular markers will not make this change. So we're going to do that one, and then I'll go ahead and color two of the smaller ones. So just like that. And I'll color these and set them to the side so that they can dry. And it's great because now I've got a coordinating embellishment to go with my card. Okay, there we go. I'm sure most of you who've watched me stamp before know that I do that sometimes. Okay, now let's grab these pieces here, and I'm just going to use some liquid adhesive to put these on. Okay, so there's that. I just realized that I used some pliers instead of a wrench. It'll still work. So we'll stick this right here. And then this little pencil. A pencil is actually part of the stamp set as well, so you can make, even though there's not, if there's only a few pencils in the designer series paper, you can make a ton of pencils, just stamping them. And then we'll place this one right about there. There we go. And then for this wrench, I think I'm gonna actually make it go up and down this way instead of, I want that red to be up towards the top. Balance it out a little bit more. The great thing about this Glass Mat Studio too is if you get adhesive on it, it's so easy to clean up. Oops. So we'll put this one right about there. All right. And then of course, we are gonna need some Stampin' Dimensionals for our sentiment. Okay, I'm out of my little dimensionals, so let me cut some there. Come on. So this card is super simple to put together, but I just think it has such a great look to it. So you can do thank you, you can do, it could be a Happy Father's Day card if you wanted it to be. It could be just about anything you need. So there's the panel here, and then we're going to adhere this to the card front. So like I said earlier, you want this to line up. So you don't want to put it on here like this and then you've got some white sticking out. It doesn't look terrible, but you want to try to be cognizant of that so you can layer that over the top. Make sure you only put adhesive on this part of the panel. Okay. Fold that down. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. All right, and then there is your card. So simple, and it's just so adorable. Now let's go back in and put our gems in here. Grab my scissors here and pick these up. Okay. Put one right here. You can also use your Take Your Pick tool as a great tool to use when you're using any kind of embellishment. And then one more. I'll put it right down here. Okay, I love it. I love how that turned out. Okay, let me, I think I actually might have put the other cards that I designed for the class in with the rest of the stash, so I'll point them out to you as we go through our little card stack here. So there is the card for today. Those of you who are on my newsletter, of course, you're going to get the measurements for this and all the products that I use. I hope you enjoyed that card. Don't forget about this awesome bundle. So the bundle itself is actually $54, $54.75. So if you were to choose this bundle as something that you purchased, you could very easily get the designer series paper with it for free. Okay, let's share some more projects here featuring this suite of products. Let's see here, we've got, okay, here's another card that I designed for my card class, and that was a just kind of like a fun fold featuring that designer series paper. And then we also have this one here. This one is where we actually stamped the paintbrush and die cut it. The embossing folder that I use in the background here is part of the stripes and splatters, and that's an embossing folder that's a 3D embossing folder that is actually free for Sale-A-Bration. So during Sale-A-Bration in February, they added more product on that you could choose from. So if you actually bought all the things that you wanted from this little mini catalog here, they got an entire new selection of items for you. Okay, these next two cards, well, this card I did design this one as well, okay? And then these next two cards were actually swap cards that I received. So this, again, featuring all that pretty paper. I just love it. Let me head over to my Facebook page and check for comments. I always forget to do that. So if you have any comments for me, any questions, definitely let me know. Okay, so there's that Trusty Tools. I just love it. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side. And let's go through and show you some of the new stuff that's available, and then we'll go back through and show you some samples. All right. Printed off so many items here. Here we go. So this is the more to celebrate. So that means that all of these items right here, well, this one right here actually has sold out. And so it won't be back until March, which means you wouldn't be able to use it or choose it as a celebration item. I guess it was very popular, the botanical layers. But you could get the Beside Me Cling stamp set. I actually don't have the stamp set to show you, but it's a very nice kind of like a father, son, father, daughter, that kind of thing stamp set. It's really pretty. And then we've got the Delightfully Eclectic. This is a large designer series paper pack. And so I can't remember how much it cost. Maybe, I don't know if it was $18 or I know it was a $30 value when they came out with a pack like this as a host reward. So maybe it was $30 even. I'm not sure. Now this, just kidding. I do have this paper to share with you and show off that paper. Let me see where I put it. It is so cute. It's also in 12 by 12. Look at all these adorable little kiddos. Again, a great thing, very similar to Trusty Tools, where you can like die cut or, die cut around it or something and create some really fun cards. And there's the other side. And then we've got this one. This would be great for scrapbooking. And the other side is a neutral. So if you don't like the kids on the one side, you can definitely use the other neutral side. So cute. Oh, this is fun. I hadn't even seen this. So you can actually just cut along the lines there and create either different scenes or different cards. Like that. I love all the artwork here. That's pretty. And then this one, it's got hearts and kind of like stars or asterisks there. And there's an actual bundle that coordinates with this as well. And then, oh, I love these two colors together. So there's the other side of that. Okay. So this entire pack is free also as a $50 option if you choose that. Then we've got, let's see here. We've got the Love This Memory Notebook. I have this, but I've never opened it. So we'll do a little unboxing today. It's one of our kits collection. It'll come in a box that looks like this. And you're going to get this great big stamp set here. It's a great stamp set. It looks like for journaling maybe. You've got Shake It Off. Well, actually, you could use that for a card if you wanted to send it to somebody that, you wanted to cheer them up. Smile Every Day, High Five, Start Somewhere. It's a good day. So this is great for journaling, but it's also great for just even card making. You're going to get an ink spot, which is Parakeet Party. And then you're going to get this huge pack right here. Let's open this up and take a look at what's inside because, like I said, I've never opened this. This would be a great class that I could do, for kids. This would be a great kids class. Okay, so we've got the instructions here. So when you open it up, it kind of shows you how to put it all together, which is great. I love instructions. I love when I like to design too, but I like when it kind of just tells me, like, what did the designers think we should do? And then we've got all these letters here. We actually have a new die that die cuts out letters, and I think the letters look just like that, maybe a little bit bigger. It'll come with some tear and tape for you, and it looks like some washi tape as well. You're going to get, oh, this is nice. So you're going to get a book. Oh, here's some more letters. Get 2 sets of letter stickers. You're going to get a nice size book. So this is your journal, essentially. This would be a great kids class. It'd be a great adults class too, but I know I have people asking me for kids classes, and this would be a really great one. So you've got a little pocket here that you can slide pictures in and stuff, and it already has the adhesive done for you. So you've got some perforated embellishment pieces, and then we've got this kind of card that you can decorate with, Oh, I really need to put this together and see how this turns out. This is very like almost like a hologram look, or holographic looking. So then we've got this one, and then we've got some more cards here. These are great, nice and bright and fun. It'd be fun to put one of these together to document your entire summer, right? We got some more stickers, even more stickers, and even more stickers. So let's see if these stickers will work. Yeah, so you can stamp some of these sentiments here on these stickers as well. Or you can even journal on there. So that's super cute. Let's just take a look again one more time. So you can see here that you would decorate the front with maybe a picture and some of these little cute stickers. And then on the inside, you could put that little pocket there for tickets, some pictures. You'd use the washi tape to adhere them and put little journaling on there. So what a great gift and just a great kit all together. So I believe that this kit is like $25. And so at $25, that is a great free add-on option for Sale-A-Bration. That's a huge value. Okay, the next one is also another kit. I won't break it all down for you because I have done this in a video in the past, but I just want to show you what they are. So it's the Robo Buddies card kit. Again, another $20-some card kit. And it comes in a box like this as well. You're going to get 2 ink spots though. You're going to get coordinating envelopes that are really pretty. And then you make these 3 cards, but I think you make... It'll show here. You make 9 of them, so you'll make 3 each of these cards. They are perfect for kids' birthdays or anything like that. So that's a great one. The stars are stripes and splatters. This is embossing folders. These are embossing folders, and they're the narrow ones that will fit through our little mini machine. They are 3D, so they have a nice impression. I mentioned that I used this earlier on that one card that I showed you. And then these are great little splatters, so that would be great for that same bundle that I was talking about for like painting or anything like that. So I can't remember how much this costs in the catalog, but that's a great value as well. And then we've got the Sweet Thoughts Memories and More card kit. Not card kit, note cards and envelopes. And so those look like, I have opened them up, this. So you're going to get all of these great envelopes here. Okay, and they're decorated on the inside. Okay, and then you've got the note cards here that you just fold down. They're white on the inside, so that makes it easy to write in. But you've got these note cards that you can decorate and then just mail in these awesome envelopes. So that's free. You can choose that. And then at the $100 level, we've got the new core colors Stampin' Write markers, and then also the Dragonflies Punch. So those are all great add-on options, okay? Now let me share with you some cards that I did. Actually, I'll set them aside as we go through these from yesterday's. We had Sweet and Simple card class yesterday. So of course, I focused on Sale-A-Bration again. And I'll point those cards out to you because I have a few extra kits available. So let's talk about Watercolor Melon. This one is, if you have not stamped with this, this is the prettiest stamp set. So I really, when I first saw it, I was like, it's okay. But once you stamp with it, you were going to fall in love with it because it's distinctive and you can die cut, you can punch out this oval. You can see here that they've punched it out and then cut it. It just makes it so much easier. But here are some cards. So this is the card that we did for a Sweet and Simple card class. And then this is a swap card that I received, and so is this one. However, we did recreate this. I just added an extra layer as part of my Sweet and Simple card class for yesterday. So I'm going to set that one to the side. Okay, now let's go on to this page. We've got the Bright Skies. So this is the Designer Series paper. Here are the different samples here. And let me show you some samples with these. So some of these are swap cards that I received. This is one that I designed for class yesterday, and I just loved this main paper, and so that's why I put this card together. Let me set that there. This is another card that I did for a Sweet and Simple card class, but that was for January. And then here is a swap card that I did. Sweet and Simple card class again. And I think that's it for those. Okay. Now let's move on to the Flight and Airy. So this is kind of your last chance, last call for celebration stuff. If you guys want to place orders for that, I can definitely help anybody that needs help with it. This is a card I did for Sweet and Simple. And here is a swap card that I received. And then this is a card that I designed for Sweet and Simple Card Clash yesterday. So I'll set that to the side, and another swap card featuring that Flight and Airy paper. So pretty stuff. This is a very popular one. I really like. I really like that paper. Okay, onto Cradled in Love. So I haven't gotten a lot of swap cards with this, and I did just design this one card here featuring the Cradled with Love, and it is like, I guess you could call it two-step stamping where you're building the image. So you would stamp this here, and then you could put the little mobile on there, and it was really fun. It lined up really easily, and then you could add the little rug to the bottom there. So there's that. I'll set that to the side. The Softly Stippled. So this paper sold out, and then it came back, and then it sold out. No, it sold out just once. It's back right now. So this is a little project that I got as part of a shoebox swap that I participated in. This was another swap card that I received. Again, another swap card. And this is a swap card that I received from one of my team members, Amy, and I loved it so much. I absolutely loved this layout that she did. So I cased the layout. I just changed the colors, and that's it. And this was another card that we did for card class. And you'll see both of these feature the little gems that are also Sale-A-Bration products. So we've got 3 different Sale-A-Bration products on here, offerings on here. We've got the stamp set that coordinates, that comes with the embossing folder there that I'll show you in a minute. This paper here, as well as the gems. So that's like a heavy hitting card there as far as showcasing Sale-A-Bration product. Now this right here, this is such, oh, I forgot to show you. This is the Softly Stippled right there. And then we've got the Most Adored. This specialty paper is so pretty, and I don't even think you can tell how pretty it is from the book. You've got gold on images on one side, and then like pinks and reds on the other. It's like perfect for Valentine's Day. Stock up on this for Valentine's Day. And here is a card that I got as part of the card swap, and you see that she used both panels here feature that paper. This is a card that I designed for yesterday's card class. So beautiful. I love this layout. It's a simple layout. I did not come up with this layout, but I came up with the design here. And I just love how that turned out. But it features several of the different pieces of that paper. There's that. Here's another card I designed for, I think I designed this for bingo. So it features that paper again. I love how this card turned out. And then let's see, I think that's it for those. I believe I still have a couple kits from January Sweet and Simple. I'll have to double check, but I know I have a couple kits for February Sweet and Simple card class for sale if you guys are interested in that. So this next one here, oh, well, this is actually this paper. So I took this paper here, and then I just coordinated it with some stuff that's in the current mini catalog. So this paper is what I wanted to showcase there. Okay, now let's go on to this next page here. This one right here, this stamp set, I've used almost every sentiment on this stamp set, but I used it in conjunction with a lot of the other paper. So like, let me see if I can find an example of one. Oh, there's so many here. Okay, so like for instance, this paper, I just showed you this earlier, but I used the Happy Mother's Day there. On this one, I used the other paper, but I used the Enjoy Your Day that you see there. Okay, so that's what that's all about. This is a great stamp set just to kind of have. All right, let's see what's next. We've got this paper, and I already showed it to you. We've featured that. If you missed the card that I made with this at the beginning of this video, go back and watch it. It's a very simple one. It's this one right here. And join my newsletter if you want all the measurements and all the products that I used. And then on here, we've got the Jungle Pals. I only have one project with this one. So this is one that I got as part of a swap card. So there's that. Super cute. And then the dies that coordinate with this are at the $100 level. And then another $100 level is the Softly Sophisticated. So this one is awesome. I've used every single stamp in here, and I definitely have used the embossing folder quite a bit. So this is a card I designed for Make and Take at my event last weekend. I used the sentiment here from this stamp set. This card right here was from a swap, and she used the embossing folder for the background of this. I love how this card looks. It's so cute. Okay, again, this is using the embossing folder as well as the stamp set. So this is from a swap that I participated in. Now this one right here, also from a swap, they used the embossing folder, but they flipped it over and used the back side of it. And it looks awesome. So I don't know if you can tell the difference here. This is kind of what I consider right side up, and this is more the flat back side of it. And I just love how that turned out. And then this one is, again, using the embossing folder. This is a swap card. I love these colors together. It just looks so good. This card right here I received in the mail. I have a team member who just signed up for our retreat. We're having a demonstrator-only retreat. So that's another reason why you'd want to buy a starter kit, so you can participate in things like that. And we've got some exciting news that I'll share a little bit more about later, but we have a special guest coming from the Stampin' Up! Home office to our demo retreat in May. And so that's super exciting. But she sent her registration money in the form of a check with this adorable card that she made. So she's featuring that again. And then this is a card that I designed for Sweet and Simple card class. And I used the embossing folder as well as the sentiment. And I used the little brass butterflies on there. So lots going on in that with that card. Okay, and then the last $100 level is the Detailed Dogwood stamp set. This is a great stamp set. It's packed with a lot of fun imagery there. And so you can do a lot with it, especially if you like to do collage stamping or anything like that. Design this for Sweet and Simple, and I designed this for a swap. So those are the two cards that I wanted to share with that. Okay, so now let me talk to you a little bit more about the joint offer. So right under here, under all this stuff right here, is the Glass Mat Studio. I had to borrow it because I didn't purchase it. I'm hoping that there will be some left over so that demonstrators can actually purchase it after Celebration's over. Because right now it's available for free. It's a $60 value for anyone who chooses it as part of their starter kit offer. It comes with this silicone mat here that's got the Stampin' Up! Logo. You've got this great spot here that you can use for cleaning your brushes. You can use it to mix things. You could use it for all kinds of stuff. These right here fit our ink spots perfectly, or if you like to faux watercolor like I do, where you would take our aqua painters here, you drop some re-inker in there and mix the colors. You can mix several different colors in here if you wanted to. You could actually even mix right on the glass mat as well. It is a tempered glass mat. You can heat emboss with this as underneath it. I definitely would not take, my table here is made of wood. I would definitely not be heat embossing on top of my table, but I can do that with the glass mat. It'll be warm, but it won't be like super hot or anything like that. So you've got that option. You can use our embossing paste. You could do the smooshing technique where you drop some ink and you kind of use your markers even, or you can drop ink, whichever one you want to do some spritzing on it, lay your paper on top of it. There are so many things. You can use this for a brayer. If you like sponging, like that's a really popular thing. So if I were to take this here and I wanted to cover a card, you always kind of tap off. So you'll ink it up with the ink pad. Then you'll always tap off on some paper before you start to blend onto your paper, so that it's not that big dark splotch when you first start. Well, with this glass mat, you can actually tap off right on the mat and then go in onto your paper. And the great thing is you can pick up a little more color right from here, so you're not wasting all that paper. So there are so many things. The other thing that comes with this glass mat, I really love this new chamois. So I like our chamois that we sell as well, but this is a little bit larger. It's a little bit thinner, so you can kind of bundle it up like this to clean. You can get around spots on your stamp. There's just so many awesome things that you can do with this. Okay, and so I borrowed this from my friend Peggy. Like I said, she just joined my team, and she got the glass mat as her option. And so since I didn't have it, I asked her if I could borrow it, and she said yes. So she keeps her chamois in a Tupperware container to kind of keep it moist. Okay, so if you already have a glass mat or you're not interested in it, oh, I forgot to mention that you can actually cut on top of this, and it's got measurements along the top, all four sides. It's got measurements all along all four sides here. So if you don't want this glass mat because maybe you already have it or you're just not interested in it, they also have the option that you can add on $30 additional to your kit. Now, where this comes in really handy is for somebody who's interested in our large cut and emboss machine. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, so our large cut and emboss machine looks like this. It travels nicely because the sides close up and open up. And this one, if you were, to get this, I think it's like $130 some. I can't remember exactly the price point, but it's just over the $125 that's typical for our starter kit, and you can't go over the starter kit amount. But during this month only, you can go an additional $30 on your starter kit, which means you can get this as part of your starter kit. $99 is all you pay. You do pay tax, you don't pay shipping, and then you could get the embossing, our die cut and embossing machine. I use this all the time. I use it for embossing, for all my die cutting. It's fantastic. All the plates come with it, so you don't have to add any additional plates on if you don't want to. So there's that. I just wanted to point that out because otherwise you'd have to just buy it outright and no discount on that. Okay, let's see. That's it. So once you get your starter kit, you get to enjoy the benefits of being a demonstrator, which means being on my team, the Beehive, which is amazing. And then and there's so many perks to that, my goodness. But you'll also get to start shopping right away with a discount. And so that discount is great. Like if you were to join really early this week, before the end of February, you could get your starter kit, order your starter kit, and then place your first order right away and get Sale-A-Bration product with a discount, right? So there's that. I did want to show you that we've got some new product that's coming out as part of our online exclusives. So let me pull that out. So this really pretty paper, and then you've got an embossing folder, some gems, the stamp set. I will tell you that this bundle right now is currently sold out, unfortunately. It sold out, came back, sold out again. And we'll see if it comes back before, it says it's not going to be back until I think March. But we'll see if it comes back before the end of February, because sometimes that'll happen. And if it does, you can add this to your starter kit. So right now, only demonstrators can order from the new online exclusives. And this is not even the tip of the iceberg as far as online exclusives goes. There's so much stuff available right now that's going to go live next month. But you get early access to it. And here's another really pretty bundle that you can also put in your starter kit if you're interested in that. So there's that. Okay, I wanted to show that off to you. We're actually featuring this in our team meeting. Our team meeting make and takes that we do a new make and take each month, and we're featuring this one this upcoming month in March, so people will get their hands on it and get to play with it. It's so fun. Okay, I showed you guys this last happy hour, and then I'm getting ready, I'm closing up here. So the last thing I wanted to mention is Paper Pumpkin. This is the best time to get Paper Pumpkin. Get that 6 or 12 month subscription of Paper Pumpkin, the prepaid, so that you can pick out all that Sale-A-Bration product, and then you'll get a Paper Pumpkin kit that comes to you every single month for an entire year or for the next 6 months, and you don't have that bill. Like you're not going to get billed each month so you're kind of like double dipping. You're getting the kits, plus you got all the Sale-A-Bration stuff. I love doing that each and every Sale-A-Bration. Okay, if you have any questions about that or need help with that, let me know. Let me make sure I've gone over everything. Let's do one more unboxing and then we'll cut out of here. So I just got this. This is the new Birthday Sparkle Kit. And with our kits collection, how exciting that they come out with new kits every single month. And they'll come out with 2 new kits every month. So this is the latest, one of the latest, and it is so pretty. Oh, that kind of looked like a beehive when I first saw that. Anyway, so this says Happy Cake Day. It's your birthday. Yay. You got some little spots. The ink spot is Early Espresso. So if you are somebody who collects ink spots, there you go. Another ink spot color for you. Let's open this up. The video that I saw with these are amazing. The cards look fantastic. So let's see how they actually look and feel. So you've got some things with some perforation here that you'd have to pop out. Got some dots on this card here. You're going to get a whole thing of dimensionals. Love dimensionals. Some cutouts. Look like birthday candles. Yep. So you're going to get a block. Okay, so that's always good. And then, oh, that's interesting. It's got some twine here and then looks like little toothpicks or something. Yeah, you've got little wooden sticks in there. So that's clever how they package that up. You've got these great envelopes with the gold foil on the top there. Oh, and even on the back side or on the inside. I like that. So it's craft cardstock, and you've got some white cardstock too. So with this craft cardstock with some gold on there. So it looks like you're going to make 6 cards and some tags. So you've got some gold foil on the tags there. Little cupcake tags and regular size tags. We've got some balloons, some more die cuts here. Let's see what these cards are going to look like. Ooh, this is some gold glittery die cuts. Let's pull out. You're also going to get some glue dots, which is always a plus. And here are the instructions. So whenever you look at the instructions, you know that that's what's coming in the kit. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 3 cards, 3 tags, these 3 tags, and these 3 cards. So I really think that this is so pretty. Now look, where are those little sticks? Okay, the sticks are right there on the cupcake, which makes sense. So you'll get the instructions here on how to put it together. So that's an awesome, awesome kit. I wanted to open that up. And then the other kit that came out, just do this one really quick. I won't open this one all the way, just kind of show you. I'm going to actually put these together and maybe do a class with this one. So you're going to get 4 picture frames. They're pretty good size picture frames. And then you're going to get a chance to make these cute, here they are, these cute little wall art with plants. I think that is so cute. Okay, definitely going to put this together and create a class around this product here. So I love it. I love the new kits collection for sure. Let me get this stuff out of the way and I'll showcase the card that we actually made today. Again, definitely join my mailing list if you haven't already, because I share the replays of the videos and then also the tutorial. Okay, so here is the card that we created. Here is my host code. If you have any questions, if you're interested in getting the starter kit, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you put the starter kit order in and get you started with our team, the Beehive. So, all right, I think that's it for today. Have a great, wonderful night, you guys, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.